I think it's quite a balanced day, actually. Like you said, I thought we bowled fantastically well up front, and then I felt like the movement went out of the ball completely after about 20 overs. So I think and they also counterpunched fantastically well with Marnus and Travis Head, and you've got to give them credit for being quite smart there and playing a couple of very smart innings in the situation that they were in at 12 for 3 or whatever it was. But yeah, I thought in the middle session in particular, I thought we were a little bit slow to adapt to what was happening in front of us, and we could have bowled better. I think that at times for long periods of time on this tour, we've controlled the rate of the game, and this is probably the first time that they've got away from us in terms of run rate, which is a shame because of the great start that we had.
Thanks. We know you've had a few injury worries in the camp leading up to this game. Obviously, that's got worse today with Ollie Robinson. Can you let us know where is Ollie with his fitness and how much you think that impacted the rest of the guys, obviously, who had to pick up the slack?
Yeah, obviously it has a big impact. You go in with 4 seamers and Joe to bowl some spin. And you lose one of the seamers after he's bowled 7 overs at lunchtime, and that has a big impact on the rest of the day. It would have been. I thought Ollie was bowling fantastically well, and it would have been nice to see him continue and see if he could pick up a couple of wickets as well with his bounce that he gets, which has caused a lot of issues in the series to the Australians. In terms of his injury, at the moment, he's from what I gather, he's got a back spasm, which those, as probably we all know, that those things can come and go. So we're hoping with treatment overnight that he can come back tomorrow and he can be free enough to bowl. So that was the reason that he stayed on the field for as much as he did, even though he wasn't moving as well as he could.
It was a case of keeping him on the pitch in order that if he pulls up tomorrow, that doesn't keep him out of the game.
Exactly. So if he's off the field with a back spasm and he wouldn't be able to bowl tomorrow if he spent the time off the field today. So we were trying to manage him on the field as much as we could. Unfortunately, couldn't get back bowling, but hopefully with some good treatment, our guys are looking after him downstairs right now. Hopefully we can get him back out and playing tomorrow.
Thanks.
Who'd like to go next?
I can go.
Yeah, go on, Stocksy.
Hi, John. On Ollie's sort of fitness in general, I mean, he struggled to back things up in Melbourne.
Guys, we can't hear you. Somebody's going to have to go on mute. There's too much background noise. Probably in the press box.
It's Newman and Spot.
Can you just make sure you're on mute, please? Thank you.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Go ahead again. Sorry.
Yeah, hi, John. Ollie was struggling towards the end of that Test match in Melbourne with his fitness, and obviously was rested for Sydney. How much of a concern is his general fitness, kind of looking ahead to the rest of the year?
It's definitely a work on. It's something that he needs to improve. He's got a record of playing a lot of games of county cricket, but playing international cricket is of a higher intensity, and you play it all year round. So he's got to get used to understanding what it takes to be a full-time, year-round international cricketer. I'm playing extra day as well. I'm playing 5 days test cricket, and also with these series that we play now, when the times are in, everything's really squashed together. So there's not a great deal of rest and recuperation between games. So, that's something he's going to have to deal with. Is it a concern? It's one of his things that he really needs to work on. He's shown that over the course of the English summer and this series so far that he can put back-to-back games together. But yeah, there's definitely areas that he needs to work on for sure.
Thanks.
Let's go Andrew Miller, please. Cricinfo.
Hi, John. I just wondered, obviously, Jimmy must have been looking on pretty jealously, given the conditions out there. Can you just let us know what was it just resting him, or is there a niggle, or is there any particular issue to worry about with him in long term?
Jimmy's just got a bit of a hamstring niggle, so we didn't want to put him out there again.
Fair enough. But as you're saying, you let it slip a wee bit. I mean, these conditions, I suppose, were as close to English conditions as you guys will have arguably ever faced in Australia. I mean, or do you disagree with that? I mean, what do you put that slip in the second hour down to? Do you think?
Well, like I said, like the pink ball is very different to the red ball at Kookaburra, which is very different to the Duke's ball as well. So as you'll notice with these day-night games, the conditions change a lot very quickly, and the condition of the ball changes a lot. And the timing of when you're batting against a new ball and batting against a ball that isn't quite so new is really important in these games. And the combination of Travis and Marnus counter-attacking and hitting our guys off their lengths really, and us being a little bit slow to adapt to that, I think was the cause of what was a really good partnership between Travis and Marnus, and then Travis and Cameron. So, I think you've got to give them credit where it's due. It was a really smart innings Travis played. However, yeah, I think we could have adapted quicker to what was put in front of us for sure. But again, Ollie's injury and the fact that Joe had to bowl, it's not straightforward.
I mean, there was that obviously Mark Wood got a bit of tap, and Chris Wokes as well. I suppose he's had a tough tour, hasn't he? I mean, he looked a little bit down on confidence, perhaps, did he? No,
that's not what I'm hearing from Chris. He was really keen to get out there and play some cricket and show people what he can do. Again, he's a pretty good performer across all formats. As far as I'm concerned, he's a fantastic cricketer. From where I'm sat and I'm talking to him directly, he's definitely not low on confidence.
Cool, thank you.
Any more questions? Okay, I think we're done.